Okay, hey guys, Josh Finn from J&H Aerospace. There you go. Now you don't have to see me looking like a flat top or something. This is a kit that I bought a while back. It's a kit that I got in from Russia. Bill Gowan imported several of them, I think 8 or 10. From Mikhail Yashinskiy, who has his last name engraved right there on the pylon for it. So this is an F1N, which is indoor hand launch glider. I think these actually are small enough that they would be legal as AMA hand launch gliders, but that's neither here nor there. It's a very popular design over in Russia, so I've got the plans up here, and you see all that. The name of the airplane is the TIT. I won't pronounce what that is in English. I have no idea. It probably doesn't mean that in Russian. We'll just leave it at that. But anyway, this is the plan, gives you all the details. So I have not ever opened this up. This slides you back, so hopefully you can get a little bit better view of things overall. So slide this out. I don't know, I think Bill packaged these up, but the only part of it I've ever had apart is this. This is the fuselage for this guy. I don't remember what it weighs. Hope, can you bring me the scale, please? But these are made from carbon sleeving. Mikhail makes these himself. This, I think they're, I don't know if they're sanded or not. I can see some of the pattern from the release film, so I don't think they're sanded. But they're very, 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 very lightweight. Let's see here. We'll get this configured up so you can see what it works out to. Let's zero the scale, and that is 1.38 grams. You can see, I mean, that's a sizable critter. Actually, I don't have a ruler with me right over here. Anyway, so it is 580 millimeters long. That's a pretty good size. So like 20 something. Hang on. Well, let's get you English units. I should have brought my other ruler over here. It says 16 inches to there. 16 plus 7.2, 7.2, so 23.2 inches, and it's a little over a gram, and it's fairly stiff. I mean, you don't want to flex this too much because it's kind of fragile. But these are built properly, and this is a quality product. Bill has actually marked on these what they weigh, so I'm actually breaking this apart. I debated with myself for the longest time about actually building these, but it appears Mikhail is actually doing some fairly regular production with these, so it's not like they're going to be one of a kind. So if you go on Facebook and you join the Everything About F1N group, I'll try and leave a link in the description about it. Excuse the complaining in the background, Caleb is taking a bath. Hopefully we won't see a naked 3-year-old come running out here. That would be awkward and would require an edit. I'm pretty sure that doesn't meet YouTube's community standards. It sure doesn't meet mine. Alright, so these are the wings. I don't know if you can see the texture of that. It's sanded. Mikhail does some sort of voodoo sanding deal with these. I mean, he's got this fancy rig for it. You see they're set up so when you meet everything together, you get a gap there, which is what you want. Both of these are curved the same direction, so we'll curve them later. But yeah, he's got this drum sander jig that sands these to a taper, so he assembles the whole thing and then does that. I can actually see a little bit of the sanding marks, but I mean the construction is just phenomenal on these things. And again, these are Cat 1, low Cat 2 gliders. let's see here. Does Bill have with the other wing? He says both of them are 2.5. So we'll find out. I should mention I paid Bill $40 for this, so 5.068 on the weight. Sorry, a little disjointed on the discussion here. But anyway, bottom line is the weight is very, very low. But yeah, I paid $40. I don't know what it would cost, what Mikhail is going to charge you just to import one. I would suggest get a few of your friends together and order several, and then you can get a nice economical rate. I'm taking the stabs out of here. These look to be cut from, I think, 1/20th? They may be kind of thick, 1/16th, I don't know. And the weight is 0.325 for two of those. So Bill has it listed as an average weight of 0.16. So that's right on there. Cut off the cute little laser cut Yashinskiy pylon here. I don't know why. I guess he sands everything else off. I would assume this means he's laser cutting them, but yes, the pylon is 126 milligrams. Sorry, I just had to know. And we'll cut off not the tail, the fin. That thing that goes back. Come off of there. Yeah. So again, I mean that's just cool. And it weighs 58 milligrams. And then the last thing is the nose bumper. You're gonna love this. The nose bumper is a earplug. I'm curious, what's it weigh? So 580 milligrams. Alright, so let's set all of this together. Find out what the total weight of the kit is. Bill told me what it was, and I just can't. Alright, so that's 7.5. Let's snap a picture of this real quick. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. Okay, so I'm going to put a break point here in the video. We'll get some stuff cleared out of the way, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, so we'll put this all out here. My son is clearly having fun. I didn't say anything. I said things to the camera.
Oh, sorry.
You can tell we're having fun here tonight. I'm going to actually try putting the curvature in this beforehand. Now, this is kind of what Mikhail says to do. I'll try and remember and put a link to his video on this down in the description. Now, one of the things that he shows to do, and I may do this eventually if I'm not happy with the performance of the plane, I'm not doing it right now, is his plan. It's actually not his plan, it's Eric Krims's plan. Let me see here. Bring this back up. Sorry guys, I have to kind of refer to this. Yeah, he shows cutting a slit right here to free up the flap. I'm not going to do that just because I don't know what kind of foam this is, but I really am starting to like this stuff. It just feels surprisingly durable for how incredibly thin it is. And I just broke a glue joint. Go me! That's probably why he says to put a slit in it. Well, I don't like to use a huge amount of curvature on these. I'm a US style guy, and I believe that if Stan and Kurt aren't using a lot of curvature, then I don't need a whole lot either. Alright, so let me hit that with some glue. This is going to get awkward fast because I'm going to have to come in here and do some other creative stuff. Anyway. down in there. So it's going to get sanded off in a minute anyway. Alright. So I will probably end up having to put more curvature in those flaps because I've got almost none in there right now. I've got glue on my hands, and you do not want to get that glue on the flaps. It's got toluene and all that jazz in there. There we go. Now I've got a little bit more curvature going in. That's what we're talking about. And that's a little too much for my taste. Now we'll try and we'll make the other side match. It already has a natural curve. I actually had to kind of get rid of some of the natural curve of that side because it was curved the wrong way. Again, phenomenal quality on pretty much everything on these. This is just amazing stuff. So they're about the same curvature, it looks like. So go me, I've done it right. Alright, so we're trying to plane this off. I need to run this on a test piece. This is too expensive to just mess it up. Alright, good. We're working correctly. Now he shows, let me look at this, a wedge airfoil, or did. Where does he show it? Yeah. So he shows just beveling off a small amount of this. And since I'm terrible at low ceiling gliders, I'm going to assume Mikhail knows what he's talking about. It's ironic. I consider myself to not be that good at low ceiling gliders, and yet my majority of my sails, yeah, if you look at my sails over the past 2 years, the past 3 months has pretty much been all of it, the overwhelming majority of it, and it's all been low ceiling. Well, the biggest portion of it has been low ceiling indoor gliders, the Science Olympiad kits, which people are doing quite nicely with those. They're doing better than I am. Anyway, let me stay on task here, or try to. Even though rambling about other stuff is way more fun. I'm going to set that up to a little bit. No, that's too much. Back up a little. Hopefully that's not too much. Nah, it's just right. So what I want to do is just minimize the amount of actual sanding that I do with this. And one thing, you know, don't want to press down on the foam too much, because I actually felt it give a little bit. So this is not high PSI foam. I don't know what kind it is, but I've got a little ways to go. Alright, again, these guys, if you watch the videos that are coming out of Russia, most of them are flying this design, and their performance is so insane that I'm thinking I need to just do whatever it is that they're doing. So at this point, I'm going to come in here and we'll sand this off. Before you guys ask, I have at this point in my life, I have no interest in trying to introduce a competing product. I'm just trying to show you guys what they're doing over in Russia and saying, basically, do whatever it is they're doing. Buy the kits from Mikhail, because he's got this figured out. Alright, so what I've done is I've just tapered that all the way around out there. Alright, he actually, I think he may have actually beveled these for diagonal. No, he didn't. It's just slight build error. So I have to come up like that. Yeah, so this side's technically beveled, this one's not. Oh well. Alright, we'll be back when I'm done with this one. Okay, so we've got both sides airfoiled, as if you can call it an airfoil. Just anyway. So he says 10 degrees dihedral, so about 20 degrees total, which I guess is about there. Still needs a little bit more beveling. So about like that. Actually gonna be careful. These components are, not easy to replace. So flip all of this back over. I'm just gonna use the wax paper that Bill supplied. I assume Bill did again. I just don't know very much about all of this. This is kind of voodoo for me. I'm not, if you can't tell, I am not exactly confident when it comes to these. Now, when it comes to high ceiling indoor gliders, I don't have any accolades to my name. I've done alright. I've done 70, 75 seconds up in Johnson City, so I know what all that's about. This is the first indoor hand launch model I built in. The last one I actually built was in 07, I think it was. Yeah, 07. Maybe 08. I built some standard catapult gliders that I was hand launching, but the last one of those was 2011. Yeah, I think it was 11. Yeah. Alright. This joint you do want to make sure is fairly secure. I think that's a little much dihedral. It's not going to hurt though. Main thing is to keep the CA away from the foam. I think this Gorilla CA I think is foam safe, but it doesn't really say, so yeah, I'm going to make sure everything is roughly equal, which it's not because I've got unequal flap curvature. Yeah. It's not bad though because it's on the right wing and I'm going to have it turning to the right. Yeah, that glue's not completely hardened. It's okay. Alright, so we're going to take our Yashinskiy pylon, which is tapered a little bit for dihedral. I don't know how well that shows up, but it's kind of tapered so it gets thicker this way. The Yashinskiy logo. Cool stuff. I mean, that's one of those things, frankly, you probably display that on your plane. Because that's just cool stuff. So all I'm doing is I'm sanding my taper in this. Now the speeds these fly is probably not even necessary, but I'm doing it anyway. And then at that point, sand ourselves a little flat. And lay this down. I should have sanded a groove in the bottom of this beforehand. Oh well. Alright, glue fastened down on that quick. Alright. Pylon's in place. Alright, we'll be back in a bit. Alright, so I'm back. Set this guy down. Get ourselves some tail surfaces going on here. Let's see, I don't need to review again. Alright. Yeah, he does show some dihedral on the tail. He does not say anything about airfoil on the tail, so I'm just gonna Gonna do a symmetrical. Actually, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna do the same wedge deal. And here's why. I want to make sure I keep the wing at that positive incidence setting relative to the tail. Because if I bevel this up, then I'm basically putting them at the same angle of attack. That's no bueno. These things are hard enough to trim as it is. I don't need to add any other annoying crap to it. And there's a slight bevel there. And so that should give us what we're after. I say so far, really easy build. So if you ask, is it worth the $40? My response is he's not asking enough, because, man, I'm telling you, this is killer. So if you want a competitive low ceiling glider, I mean, you're just not going to find a better airplane. All right, so I'm going to measure from the tail, so up to the leading edge from the tail is 370 millimeters. So 370 is right there. What I'm doing is I'm mounting my wing first. Alright, so I'll put the glue on from, oh wait, before I do that, never mind, gotta bevel in here a little bit. Oh, cat fight on the front porch. Great show. It's been a fun evening. I lost Caleb's first model rocket earlier, so he actually handled it well. I don't think he realized what happened. Among other things, the computer simulation was wrong. Went way higher than expected. Anyway, so we said that was 370. Was it? Make sure I'm telling you right. 120 plus 2. Nope. Almost done it wrong. 380. Here we go. You do not want to skimp on tail movement on these. 120 plus 260. Yep. Yep. Alright. Alright. Hey, Caleb.
Hey, Caleb. How is this?
You silly child.
Oh.
Yeah, pretty cool airplane, eh?
It would be.
Alright. Alright. This thing is so big it literally just does not fit inside the camera frame. I find that kind of interesting.
And it fit cool.
You think it's cool?
A cool point, a cross. A cool.
Alright, so we're attached up. Okay, and now to review all this, there's something I wanted to look at. Okay. Yeah, so they're showing the curvature being such the wings are down here like that. I think I'm fine with what I've got. Still want to go American style, even though that's kind of like mixing two different things. It's probably a terrible idea. So now I'm going to flip this guy over, and I'm going to attach the tail very carefully. You'll notice I've not roughed up the carbon boom, but I think it feels like it's holding okay. So yeah, stab goes behind the wing. And this, I mean, CA glue is not the way to do this, but I am doing it anyway because reasons. And get that out of the way. I'm just looking to have no stab tilt going on here, which is probably a bad idea, but hey, I've had lots of bad ideas today. Had some good ideas too, so what's that? Alright, leave this now. Alright, perfect. So the remaining step for assembly is to do the rudder, which I forgot to airfoil. It's not a rudder, it's a fin. I guess technically I have a rudder on it. I mean, I can flex it around and stuff like that, so whatever. Yeah, just a slight airfoiling of that. I'm going to glue it on with 0 deflection and then we'll play with it from there. And probably, well, no, there's no doubt about it. I mean, these are highly, highly refined. Actually, I have it overhanging. We'll put it on there. So let's make sure there's no offset in that. Let's start with, so much for that idea.
The tape?
Yeah, that's tape. Alright, so it's on there. Is that cool or what? Okay, so up front, now Mikhail's plans actually show this thing being cut in here somehow. I don't really know how you do that. I wonder if this will cut in there. Will it? Feels like it will. Oh yeah. Now that is kind of cool. Alright.
You're cool. No.
Yeah. You have to be careful not to crush this carbon tube because, I mean, it's voodoo material. I mean, it really is. Alright. So that's locked in on there. Now let's see where he says the CG is supposed to go. CG is about 40% of ripcord. Oh, look at that. Balances. You can't see this. Basically balances right there, which is where it says to on the plans.
It's glue on. Okay.
So let's find out here. What does she weigh? Have to snap a photo for Facebook and all that jazz. Alright. So I've got 7.294. This is obscenely light. So it's showing 7.3 now. I mean, it's going to vary a little bit. Still, I mean, this is voodoo stuff here. All right, back in a minute. All right, so we've got the Yashinskiy glider ready for its first test glide. This makes me nervous. Oh my! Don't go over there. Oof. Okay, let's try this again. It looks like it glides a little flat, but not bad. I mean, I don't have the curvature, the camber that a lot of guys do. Oh, wow. Okay, that looks just amazing. So we'll get a little bit of right turn going here. So we're just gonna bend this enough to make it do that. Like that. And then try. Oh yeah, there's a little turn going on. Alright, Caleb, don't pick it up. Don't pick it up. No. 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 Do not pick that one up. Alright. I'm going to give this just a little bit of up elevator because I feel like it needs a little bit of up. Alright. And this is way better than anything I have built. I thought I did a decent job with my indoor DLG a while back, but oh yeah, there we go. Alright. yeah, this is pretty cool. Okay, just look at it. It's amazing. Okay, guys. So yeah, we'll have some more on this soon. But yeah, as you can tell, this is absolutely an amazing glider. And that thing just, it floats. It floats so good. And that's right off the board. I've never had one that flew like that. Never. So, yeah, so look up Mikhail Yashinskiy, and yeah, buy an airplane from him. It's so worth it.